Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Good morning to all the beautiful followers. You are now tuned in to The Chosen One by Ashley. I am, for those who don't know me, I'm conscious. To those who know me, you already know who I am. It's good to see y'all this morning. I am joined by my wife today. She's coming in a second. She'll be here in a second. I will be joined by my wife. Today we're going to talk about why is it that people will rather chase greed instead of appreciating what God has given them. That's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to give y'all, do what I do every morning when y'all see me. Y'all know how conscious do. I'm going to give y'all a second to tune in and we're going to get started. So let's go ahead. Give y'all a couple more seconds and we're going to get started. I'm up super early with my wife today. It's a blessing to be able to get up this early. I count my blessings. Gotta count your blessings. Somebody didn't wake up this morning. So the fact that I opened my eyes this morning, I'm able to smile this morning. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. All right, 30 more seconds. We're gonna get started. There we go. Alrighty then. So as I said before, we're gonna talk about why is it that people would rather chase greed than appreciating what God has given them. As I said before, my wife is here. She's getting ready to come in a second. I'm getting ready to see her. So look, I'm gonna start off by saying this. A lot of y'all, a lot of y'all do not understand that you're greedy. Some of y'all don't even know it. Now, I know y'all like conscious, but I'm not greedy. A lot of y'all are greedy. And let me tell y'all, when we talking about this subject today, we're not talking about just greed with money. We're talking about, what we mean by greed is we're talking about being with somebody, knowing that you have enough with the person that you're with, but you are still out here chasing way more than that. So, listen, I'm gonna start off by saying this, because y'all know me, y'all know how conscious do. I just give my opinion, so let me tell y'all this. A lot of y'all, or a lot of us, I'm gonna say a lot of us, because we're all in this together. When I come on here, I feel like we're one. A lot of us tend to chase greed because of the circumstances that we grew up in. People see different things growing up. I talked about that yesterday about growing up in different kind of circumstances and being handed different things. But certain things that you see grow up affects your mind differently. So when you see certain things that you see growing up, you might see, you might see your parent, you might see your mother getting treated bad, you might see your father get treated bad, or you might see that your parents don't treat each other right, or you might see them not treat their partners right. Some of y'all grew up in abusive homes, y'all were abused y'all abused yourself. Some of y'all grew up, watching your friends get played with, all kind of different circumstances. Like I said, different circumstances for different people, different situations, right? So sometimes when you get with somebody, you feel like you find somebody, and that person that you find could be the most caring person, the most loving person ever. They can have all the right things, all the right qualities in them. But because of the simple fact that you came up scarred, when you get this person, you don't know how to handle them. You don't know how to handle them. See, God has made somebody for everybody. Everybody has a soulmate. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody have a soulmate. Some of y'all like, oh man, some of y'all will probably come in here, y'all probably like in y'all 50s, some of y'all probably in 60s, some of y'all probably in your 30s or 40s. But everybody had a soulmate. Or everybody had a soulmate. The thing about it is, some of y'all messed it up. Admit it, some of y'all messed it up. Let's just be factual. Let me tell you something. When you get with somebody, you're supposed to honor that person. I don't care if you're not married. We all like to have fun. We all like to do what we do out here. But if you got somebody good, hold on to them. It's not easy to find somebody good. It's really not. It's like, okay, you get somebody good, they treat you right. Let's say, okay, this person opens the door for you. And women, I'm talking to y'all. This man, he opened the door for y'all. He opens the door for you, right? When you going out the door, he opens the door for your car when he got you in the car. This man, he helped provide for you. He helped put food in the house. Y'all not even married. Help put food in the house. You know what I'm saying? He buy you things. He take you on dates. You know, he makes sure that you're happy. He's there when you're sad. He holds you. He do all of that, right? But still, you want to go out here and still try to find somebody else. That's the problem. People, in my opinion, this is just, Conscious always give his opinion. I'm about opinion. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for nobody else. I can only speak for myself and speak for my opinion. I think that in a lot of different ways that a lot of women do what they do, and they do it because of the simple fact that they too busy chasing the thrill. Some of y'all are never satisfied with the regular guy. Some of y'all be wanting to be like, I don't like no regular man. I don't like no simp. I like me a thug. I like this. I like me a roughneck. I like somebody that can yank me up, put me in my place. But why would you rather have somebody that put you in your place and do these things to you? Right, put his hands on you, bro. He's yanking you up, being rough, being disrespectful, compared to a man who will love you, care for you, be there for you, be in your corner, never let you down. You know, at the end of the day, when you with somebody who love you, you're supposed to honor that person. If God brings somebody before you, you're supposed to honor them. Don't sit around and be praying about something. God, why haven't you sent me the right person? God, I want this, I want that. But you do not, when you get it and he gives it to you, you throw it out the window. It makes no sense. It just doesn't make sense at all. That's ridiculous to me. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna talk to whoever get on here and whoever don't. I'm just being real. I think that is ridiculous. I think that's a waste. You spent all these years praying for the right person to come along just to throw the right person away. God even told you that's your potential husband. Men, talking to you too. You find somebody, you find a good woman. She cooks, she cleans, she do all the things that you could never get a woman to do. All the things that you always wanted a woman to do. And you too busy out here chasing around, chasing women who got the big booties, who got the big tits. You know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all know how we are. Instead of appreciating the woman you got at home. Don't be ridiculous. Don't sit around praying to God and asking him to give you a good woman. And then when you get a good woman, you want to throw them away. That doesn't make any sense. That's ridiculous. Y'all are out here and y'all allowing the devil to play with the game called persuasion. Now I'm getting deep. They like, oh, Conscious, where did that come from? Oh, I done pulled that out the sky. Yeah. Persuasion is the word that I'm looking at. The devil tends to persuade. That's persuasion that he's using against you. Because he tends to persuade your mind to think that that's not enough. Tends to persuade your mind to think that that ain't right for you. That's not healthy. Play mind games because he don't want you to be happy with what God has given you. That's what it's about. It's persuasion. You gotta know how to attack and go against that. You gotta know how to defend against that when that time comes. But do not allow persuasion to take you over. The devil will use persuasion to throw you off your pivot. I say it all the time. Don't allow the devil to ruin your happiness. You deserve to be happy, especially when you've been through a lot in your life. When you find somebody that care about you, you deserve happiness. Don't allow the devil to use persuasion to throw you off. Because that's exactly what he's going to throw in front of you, man. He's going to throw them big booties in front of you, them big titties. He's going to throw that in front of you. Women, he's going to throw them buff men in front of you. Your man might not be buff at home. He might be kind of fat. Your man might not be having all the muscles and stuff. But appreciate the man at home that care about you. Might not be the best looking, but at least he treat you right and do right. Whatever, this is the problem with a lot of people. You have a partner that you can talk to. A lot of people miss this part too. Communication. This is where a lot of things go wrong at too. Communication. A lot of y'all don't communicate. That's your problem. Y'all don't talk about nothing when it comes down to your problems. Y'all sit there, y'all go, "Arr." Y'all argue back and forth, y'all do this, y'all do that. Instead of trying to hear each other out and listen to each other's opinions. If y'all communicated more, you'd be happy more. If y'all was communicating more and trying to work with each other more, you wouldn't need other things on the outside. You'd be happy. Then another thing is, a lot of y'all don't put God first in y'all relationship. I don't care if you married. I don't care if you're just in a regular relationship. I don't care if you're engaged. God should be the center of your foundation at all times because God is the one who is strong enough to hold you together. When that temptation comes along, when you see that temptation, of course, you're going to look. We're human. But God, guess what? God is the one who's going to put that in your heart. Nope. That ain't right. The devil will be like, go get it. And God gonna say, don't you do it. Why? Because he got that shield around you. Remember, I've been talking about that shield on these lives that I've been on. Been talking about that shield. He's gonna put that shield around you. He's gonna protect you. But you have to put God first as the center foundation. So again, like I said, a lot of y'all rather chase lust than instead of appreciating what you have because you're greedy. And then a lot of y'all want to sit there and keep up with the Joneses. Y'all want to be like everybody else. Y'all want to be like the people on TV. Y'all want to be like this. Y'all want to be like that. Stop worshiping these false prophets. Stop worshiping them. These celebrities and all that, wanting to be like these celebrities. Want to do what they do. Y'all women, some of y'all are naturally beautiful. But because Nicki Minaj just went and got the butt implants, y'all want to go get them. It's because, Sexy Red and said, y'all want to go do that too. Or just because Glorilla said, FREE, you know what, free and all that. Y'all don't want to be under y'all man, want to be outside during the summer. Why you outside? Why you too busy trying to be outside all the time when you got a man at home that love you? Make it make sense. Stop worshiping these false prophets. Stop letting them control your mind. Again, the devil uses persuasion. I told y'all the other day that the devil has demons in different shapes and forms. You don't know a demon when you see one. Some of these celebrities y'all worshiping are demons. They done already gave away their soul. They just don't know it. But they're helping to do the devil's work, and they don't care. As long as they're making money, it's good with them. They don't care what kind of damage they're causing to the world. Stop worshiping these false prophets. Because at the end of the day, while they're doing them and they going back to their lives, you still got to deal with the damage that they've done to you and your own home. Be more serious about yourself. Love. Don't chase lust. Don't chase greed. Let my wife talk to y'all for a minute. I'm going to come back on here.
Yes.
They coming in and out. It's early morning.
Yes, you want to take your time in relationship. Before you get into a deep relationship, make sure you love each other. Make sure that you keeping God first. Make sure that you both are praying, because prayer will lift, your relationship up with each other as well. Make sure you both going to church, and make sure you have a pastor that's talking to you. Sometimes you can get counseling at your church. Sometimes they do young relationship counseling. Sometimes they do different things to figure out your talent in the church so you can be active as well. Moving around, like, doing ushering people into the church, praise team, praying for people. You want to be active with God as well, because God can help strengthen your relationship, and you got to stop arguing. Arguing ain't going to help your relationship at all. It ain't going to do nothing but make you miserable and make you unhappy and make you depressed and make some of you die. So at the end of the day, you need to put God first in your relationship. Make sure he is in the beginning, the end, and in the middle. Because when you put God in it, you can't fall, you can't fail. So it's just important that, you and your spouse, or if you're in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, and then, some of you, you may be engaged. You got to make sure you are putting God in everything you do. And realize sex is not everything. Sex is not going to, keep the relationship together. Only God can. Make sure that you love each other. If something happened, would you still be there to lift that person up. If they lost their eye, if they lost their nose, would you still be there, to pray with them? Would you still be there? Because sometimes when couples go through things, sometimes you may leave. That's it get deeper and deeper. Are you willing to stay if something happened to that person? If they got in a car accident, they lost their leg, their eye, just make sure you put God in your relationship and make sure you both are praying. Make sure you both have a deep relationship with God. Go back and forth to church. Make sure that you working on the things that you know that you weak in. If you know you have a lust issue or you may have some issues with your attitude, your mouth, far as building a relationship with God, this is the time you need to be working on yourself. It's getting ready to be, you know, 2024. Right now is the time you need to be working on yourself. And make sure you are putting God in everything, and God will bless it. And just make sure you being obedient, and just make sure that you are loving on God, and God will love on you, and He will help you to, you know, be the person that you need to be. I would say, work on yourself. Before I got married, I was working on myself. I was praying, I was worshiping, I was shouting all around my house. And my kids, they was praising God with me. You got to do what you got to do. Whether you in a relationship or not, you need to be having a prayer life. Stop just looking for a spouse. Let that spouse find you. Let that husband find you. You know, it's time for some of y'all to, get yourself together. You want to be married and all of this stuff, but you still playing in the street. You want to settle down, but you still playing too much. God can't help you with nothing if you keep on moving so much. You got to be still and allow Him to help you and guide you the right way that He wants you to go.
Right. What my wife said, you gotta look, to have control. I think, babe, I think that Letitia, hey Letitia, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in, rocking with my wife and I. She's in here too. She was just speaking, you just missed it, but she getting back on here. But you know, I think me personally, babe, I think honestly that a lot of people, they have greed because see the thing about they greedy because they gotta have more than one partner because it's a feeling. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
They're chasing a feeling like you can get some people just have a high sex drive. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody is different. Everybody urges are different. We all have different things that satisfy us. Some people not satisfied by sex. Some people satisfied by drugs. Some people satisfied by television.
Yeah.
Some people satisfied by racing cars. Everybody has an urge to go and chase something, right? But when it comes down to what we're talking about here, as far as like partner wise, a lot of people have like a crazy, sex drive. So they feel like, they got a good partner home. They know her, but they're too greedy. They want more and more. They partner could give it to them 4 times a day, but they still want more and more and more and more and more. And some women bodies can't handle that. Just like some women have high sex drive, some men bodies can't handle that. But a lot of times, I agree with what you said. This is where prayer come into play at.
Right.
You have to see what a lot of people don't understand is you have to put God as the center of the foundation. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the live, right?
Yes.
You have to put God at the center of the foundation because if you do not put God at the center and put Him as your number one king, if you do not put Him as the person that you talk to get you through, to keep you together as your protector, then what do you have? God is the only one who can help you to control that urge. You can go to counseling all day. That's what people don't understand. You can go to counseling and talk to your therapist like, I have a problem, I have this, I have that. And they can give you advice. But as you're getting help, you're still doing what you're doing. You're still ruining your home more and more deeper. The only person who could pull you out of that is God. Let me tell y'all why. It's that why I say God. Because I know some people who probably coming in here gonna come on here later, gonna look at me and say, "Well, conscious, what are you talking about? Because there's different ways to get out of that. I did. No, it has to be God. Because let me tell you why I say that. God is the man who created you. God created you. He created your partner as well. There's a reason why God put you together with the right person, if you're with the right person at that time. So at the end of the day, when you out here doing what you're doing, God is the only person who could pull you out of that because he knows you inside and out. So he knows exactly what to do to make sure that you're not out here ruining your relationship.
Right.
You're not out here, if you're engaged, ruining your engagement. He knows what to do to stop that urge from ruining your marriage. You have to put God first. If you don't put God first, greed will always come first in your life. And greed will ruin a lot of things for you. It won't just ruin your relationships, but it will ruin your life.
Yes. Hi, good morning, everyone. God bless you. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, but if you don't put God first, it will ruin your life. It ain't just gonna ruin one thing for you. It's gonna ruin a lot of things for you. So please make sure that you put God first. You have to. Girl, nobody knows you better than God. God created you. Can't no therapist tell you how to move. They can give you opinions and give you advice based on what they know, based on their degrees and what they were trained to do and what they were trained to say. But God wasn't trained to do anything. God made us out of love. God made us.
Amen.
But God made us and gave us a purpose. So only God can fix that problem.
Amen.
At the end of the day. And then, like I said, y'all, I'm going to get back into it because some of y'all are just now tuning in. Stop worshiping these false prophets. What, I know they like conscious, babe. They're looking at me like conscious. What is these false prophets you're talking about? They look at me like I'm crazy right now. False prophets, what I'm talking about is these celebrities. These artists, like I said earlier, y'all so tuned into social media. Y'all look at the social media, y'all see Nicki Minaj getting the big booties and all that stuff. Y'all want to go get the big butt lifts. Some of y'all women, some of y'all dudes out here, y'all see the rappers, they doing this and doing that, popping the pills. Y'all want to go pop the pills. Ain't never tried pills a day in your life, but you want to go out here and do it because you're so caught up in worshiping these false prophets. It's ruining your life. It's ruining who you are. It's ruining exactly what you're built to do through God. It's ruining your home. You're too busy out chasing what's in the world instead of focusing on what's at home.
Yes.
And focusing on growing that. Stop worshiping these false prophets because in the end of the day, they're doing the devil's work. They're helping to destroy families. They're helping to destroy the world. And they don't care nothing like I said earlier in this life. They don't care as long as they're getting paid to do it. They destroying y'all lives. That's right, I'm talking to y'all. They're destroying y'all lives. While they getting paid to do it and they don't care. While they still going on with their life and making money, you're at home trying to have a battle in your home. You're at home battling these demons because you done brought them in your house because you're too busy worshiping these prophets. Stop worshiping these false prophets. Focus on yourself. Do not let no celebrities determine who you are. Y'all seeing the songs, it'd be like, I'm FREE, free and all that, and you want to be outside. Why you outside when you got a husband at home? There's nothing wrong with going out every now and then. I don't got nothing against that. But why are you outside all the time? Because Glorilla said it? That don't make no sense. You got somebody who love you. Why y'all men out here chasing the big booty women in the club when you got a big booty woman at home? Don't make no sense. Stop chasing these false prophets. And another thing, outside of chasing these false prophets, stop letting y'all friends size y'all up. Like I said the other day on live, demons come in different shapes and forms. You don't know who a demon is when you see one. Only way you're going to know it is if you're a prophet yourself, like my wife, or if God tells you that's a demon in your spirit. But you don't necessarily know when you're being attacked by a demon. You don't always know that. Your friends can be demons. This is why it's important for you to sit there and focus on what you got at home. You don't let nobody tell you how to run your home. You don't let nobody sit there and give you advice about what to do when it comes down to your home. You stay locked in and focus on what you know. If you got problems at home, work it out with your spouse. Don't let the homeboys or the homegirls be like, oh, well, don't worry about that. They wrong. They don't know what they got. At the end of the day, yeah, we gonna smoke this weed. We gonna go do this. I got somebody for you that probably want to talk to you and all that. And like I said before, if you also put God as a center and the foundation, and you use Him and pray to Him, God can help you because you won't have to worry about the things that's on the outside. Women, when you see these buffer men, when you see these built up men with muscles outside, you won't be lusting after that because even though your man is kind of got a gut on him, you still appreciate what you got at home. You know why? Because God keeps you safe like that. He keeps you safe like that. Men, you want to be out here chasing the big booties because you don't know what you have at home.
Yeah.
Because God keeps you safe like that. When you get the, oh man, they go that big booty. God will be like, turn around, son. Don't you do it. And He'll help you. And then another thing, before I let my wife get on here and talk to y'all again, another thing I'm going to tell y'all straight up. I'm not perfect. So I just want y'all to know that I'm not perfect. I made mistakes in my life. I done did a lot of things that I learned from them. This is why I'm talking to y'all. This is my way of giving back in my life. Using my testimony, using what I have as a voice when God talked to me. But listen, let me tell y'all something straight up. A lot of y'all lack communication in y'all marriage. A lot of y'all lack communication in y'all relationships. A lot of y'all lack communications in your own friendships. This is the problem with a lot of people. Y'all don't want to communicate. You're too goddamn egotistic. Stop letting your ego be bigger than your pride. Sometimes put that to the side. If you got a good partner at home, you going through something, communicate. Communication can save you from a lot of problems. If y'all having problems in the bedroom, you can talk about how to fix them problems so that both of y'all can be pleased and happy. You know what I'm saying? You also, if you having problems when it comes down to bills, whatever the situation is, communication can fix that. If y'all having problems, you're not getting enough attention from your partner, communicating can save you from a lot of them problems on the outside. Because if you're not communicating, what happens is you start to feel abandonment. Once you start to feel abandonment, then you start to lose your partner mentally. It starts with the mental. Yeah, it starts with the mental. After it starts with the mental, then it starts with the heart. And once the heart leaves, everything else crashes. That's it. Once the heart gone, everything else is doomed. This is why it's important to communicate. Because if you communicate, you fix your problems at home. When you go outside and you see this person who give you that attention, like, you kind of beautiful. Or a woman might tell a man, I'm speaking on both sides, I don't pick sides. Or a woman might tell the man, oh, you so handsome. That won't faze him. Because he know what he got at home. He ain't tripping. Or they might do some things or try to look some type of way, and that won't faze them. Or there might be certain things that they say won't faze you. Like I said, communication also plays a big part. Don't allow these demons, don't allow the devil to persuade you. Like I said, I throw that word out there again, persuasion. The devil is persuading. He uses these prophets, these false prophets to do it. He uses his demons, like I said, they come in different shapes and forms. It could be your friends, your family members to attack. When you see you happy, he attacks. Trust me, you see my wife and I right here. You see my wife right there. You know, let me tell y'all something straight up. For my wife talk to y'all real quick. A lot of times, y'all see me and my wife, y'all think, oh, y'all so lovely, y'all so wonderful, y'all this, y'all that. Yes, we love each other. Don't get it twisted. We love each other more than anything. The love that we had, this is 8 years we built. But at the same time, let me tell y'all, we go through our ups and downs just like y'all do that get on this camera every day and watch us. We go through ups and downs too. But we put God as the center of our foundation. That is why y'all see us so strong and so united. We ain't just united on camera. Don't look at it. Don't look at it like what you're saying. Conscious. You mean it's just on camera? No, we're not just united when we're on camera. We're united when we're off this camera. When we go through these ups and downs, we go to war with the devil. We go to war with the demons. We don't care. We fix our problems. Y'all need to fix y'all problems too. Choose happiness over lust. Because when that lust is gone, you're going to be lonely. You'd rather be with somebody that love you and care for you than to be with somebody that just wants you for your body. Because some of y'all are in your 30s, some of y'all are in your 40s, some of y'all in your 50s. Y'all getting older and older. You're going, at some point in time, it's going to come down to time when you're going to get sick. It don't matter if you're young people get sick. I done told y'all my story. I seen them kids fighting for their life and all that. Some of y'all get sick. Don't get real sick. You're gonna need somebody to take care of you. Them people that you lusting after, they gonna be gone. They're gonna be gone. They ain't gonna be nowhere to be found. You fighting for your life, they ain't gonna be nowhere to be found. They ain't gonna care nothing about you. Choose love, not lust. Stop being greedy. Let my wife talk to y'all.
Yes, and be with somebody that want to build a future with you.
I wanna build a future. I like that, baby.
Yes, like be with somebody that want to build a future with you, because some of y'all just be picking people, picking just anybody just because they got some big lips or his feet big or he just handsome. I don't care he got an 8-pack or 10-pack, whatever. He can have the sexiest body, the biggest lip, but guess what? Don't even know how to treat you with respect. You got to stop picking a man just because he handsome. So what? He handsome. Do he know the word of God? Do he know about God? Do he have a relationship with God? Make sure the person that you date and have a relationship with God. Make sure they want to build a relationship with God. You know, even when me and my husband met and stuff, you know, I told y'all at the beginning how, you know, he wouldn't really talk about God. But the more we start talking about God, the more he start to fall in love with God. You need a lifetime partner that will worship God with you and be there with you to pray. When you can't pray for yourself, is that partner gonna pray for you? Is that person gonna lift you up when you can't even encourage yourself, when you down, when you going through spiritual warfare? You know, you have to make sure that you praying for one another. You have to make sure you telling your partner about God. You know, even before all of that stuff start. You want, you know, you just boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay, y'all just dating for years. Or okay, y'all together for 8, 9 years. All this time y'all been building. Y'all ain't never went to church. Come on, y'all been with people for all these years. You ain't never went to church. Do you have a relationship with God? I mean, come on. You been going to church all the time, and you ain't never bring your partner to church with you. God looking at you like that's crazy. I couldn't hide myself from my partner. At the time, me and him was boyfriend, girlfriend. I told him I'm a church girl. I'm a church girl. I go to church. I told him because I had to tell him the truth by myself. I'm a church girl. I go to church on Saturday. And I told him, and he went to church with me.
She sure did. She dragged me right to that church, y'all.
He didn't judge me. He went to church with me, and he said, okay. I told him I want him to be my father, be my family. I knew I was serious about him. I knew what I wanted. He knew what he wanted too. I met his mother, met his family. You know, you get in these relationships and y'all just playing mommy and daddy and girlfriend, boyfriend stuff. Y'all ain't serious, because if you serious, you would be talking about more things.
They busy playing tag, baby. That's what they doing. They playing tag. They like tag, you it.
Yeah, playing games. You too old for that. As you get older, you gotta be getting wiser and understanding, because God judge everything. You know, he don't like stuff like that. If you want to spread things about God, you know, you gotta have a partner. You gotta have a great person that's willing to talk about God with you. You never know what God can do. You can meet this guy, and next thing you know, you start doing ministry together. The way God do things, he do things in different ways. So just, you know, just when you get in a relationship, yes, you want to get to know what's his favorite color. Forget all that. I understand that. But do you have a relationship with God? That's the question I want to know. Do you love God? Do you know who God is? Because it's different people out here. They worship the devil. It's people out here that will worship the devil. And you just have to make sure the person that you sticking with, make sure they have a relationship with God. That's the main thing. You know, when I met him, he knew who God was and everything, but he wasn't talking about God so much. But
I wasn't even into the church like that.
yeah, he wouldn't even really talk about God like that. Nah, I'm okay.
You good? You sure?
I'm good.
I see you fanning. You sure?
I'm good.
All right, babe. All right. Come on.
But yeah, God is good. Just make sure the person that you're dating have a relationship with God, because so many relationships out here is separating, having divorce, because they ain't got God no more in a relationship. You gotta keep that love with each other. The same way when you first got married. The same way you say I do, I do. I'ma take care of you, I do. When you die, I'm gonna be right there with you. And don't tell that man you do and you lying. Some of y'all lying. You say you do at the altar and you don't even mean what you say. When I say I do, I mean I do. I'm gonna take care of this man until it's forever, and I mean that. I've been taking care of him. You know what I'm saying? Before we even got married, we had that connection. You gotta have a connection with somebody.
This woman took care of me. So for those of y'all who, you mind talk to him real quick, man.
Okay.
For those of y'all who know conscious, go ahead and drink some tea, too. So my wife, she got on here because she really wanted to talk to y'all this morning. This is what I mean by when I say that my wife love y'all. Because she not even feeling well, and she said God told her to speak to y'all this morning. She got on here and even sick and all, and she's talking to y'all. That's how you know that my wife really care about y'all, because she don't have to. I could have took over for her like I've been doing the last couple of days. But let me tell y'all something. My wife, what she was getting at is, my wife, before we got married, it's way before we got married. I'm talking about, we've been together since 2015. My wife, I had a couple times, like some of y'all who know conscious, y'all know my story, some of y'all don't. But I'm gonna tell y'all just this percentage of it. I had a couple surgeries during that time from 2015 all the way up to now. I done had a couple open heart surgeries. I am a living testimony of what God can do. And I am a living testimony of how God can take somebody who's caught up in a rough lifestyle and living wild and can change them and make them a better person. Because I used to be in those streets thugging heavy. But the point I'm trying to make to y'all is, my wife was there for me. When I had my surgery in 2017, I'll never forget it. My wife was by my side every single day, and she was my girlfriend at the time. She didn't have to do that. She stayed at that hospital every day. She brought our son to see me every day. And she stayed until she couldn't stay no more. And she would come back, not just leave the hospital that night. She'll come back in the morning and do it all over again. She did this daily until I came home. Then when I came home, she came over and took care of me at home until I recovered. That's how dedicated my wife is. And that's not the first surgery she walked through with me. She walked through my other surgery with me when we was going through our ups and downs. We wasn't together. Then when I had my other surgery, which was my recent surgery, that's when we came back together. But she's been there for me through thick and thin from beginning to end. This is why it's important when my wife say you have to be careful about the partner that you choose. You can't just get somebody that love you for your body or love you for the things that you can do. You have to get somebody that really loves you inside and out. Because like my wife said, she told me when she met me, I'm a church girl. I wasn't into the church. I was into the streets. All I knew about was guns, money, and all that. I'm just being real with y'all, being honest, keeping it stacked. At the end of the day, that's what I was into. When I met her and she told me about church, I was looking at her like she was crazy. I was like, church. I mean, I respected it. I respected where she come from. If you get to know somebody, you gotta respect their background. That's part of getting to know each other. But I was not trying to fall into that church life. I just wasn't about it. That just wasn't me. I was all about the streets. But out of respect for her, she said, look, if you want to be with me, you got to come to church. And I did it. And when I went to church, I started to learn a little bit more about God, and I loved it. So you have to be with somebody who understands you. You have to be with somebody that's willing to make your life a part of their life. If they're not willing to make sacrifices to make some of your life a part of their life, they're not right for you. That's all I'm saying for right now. Let my wife talk back to y'all. Just wanted to tell them about how you was there for me.
Yes. And just make sure you just pray for one another as well. When you see your partner going through things, communicate with them, ask them what's going on, check on them, and just, I say just stay in the church. Church will help, your relationship as well. Church, being active, helping the children ministry, just do stuff in the church. It's good to sing on a choir. It's good to, you know, exercise your faith in the church. You know, push yourself to do more. You know, be on the church choir, sing, dance, do different things to keep your mind off of so much things that you got going on in your household. And before you go to church, make sure you fix your problems because ain't nobody got time to be mugging on each other in the church. Out in the pastor talking about, you know, things that you and your husband went through and you mugging on him. Fix your problems before you go to the house of the Lord because it's been, you know, don't be rude to God. You know, just pray about your relationship. Give it to God, and God will do the rest. He will take care of you and your spouse. You know, just really have a prayer life with each other. You know, prayer is the key. You know, fasting as well. You know, some of you that's watching me, I believe your heart desire to be married. I feel that some of you want to be married. I feel that some of you may had a divorce or separation, and it's okay. You need to work on yourself. Work on yourself. Like I said, before me and my husband, you know, we before we even started back talking, I was working on myself. I was fixing myself. And I know some of you don't want to be alone, but sometimes you got to be alone. You got to work on you. You got to work on your heart. Your heart not right. God can't give you a husband. You can't even cook. God can't give you a wife, and you can't even do basic stuff. You know, you God will give you what you need at the right time. God is an on-time God. He may not give it to us when we want it. You know, God need a husband right now. God just need a wife because you want your needs taken care of. You need to let God take care of your heart and let God fix you and let God heal you the way that He wants you to be healed. And God gonna add the wife. He's gonna add the husband. He's gonna add everything you need when you be obedient. Obedience is the key. You need to do the right thing so you can be blessed by God. And God will do everything that you need. So just, you know, go back and forth to church. Make sure you have your notebook, your pen. Take notes. Make sure you go to church. Make sure you have a relationship with God. Don't worry about what everybody else doing. Sometimes we focus on what everybody else doing. Oh, my sister, she been married for 4 years. Stop comparing yourself to everybody's story. You don't know how that girl got that man. They probably met that person in the strip club. You never know people's background.
Facts.
You just never know what people go through.
True.
You see, a lot of people didn't even know. I bet some of y'all didn't even know that my husband was a street guy. Did you know that? You didn't know that because we told you. Y'all didn't know that. You didn't even know I was always a church girl. I was a church girl ever since I was a little girl. Been in church all my life, but I was a sinner. Doesn't matter where you come from. It's all about how God make you today. So, you know, yeah. It's not about how you was raised and all of this. It's about where you at today and what God have done today for you. So if you see yourself struggling, pray. Bring all of that stuff to God's attention and God will fix it. And God will work it out for your good. So be encouraged. God bless you all. Be encouraged.
Yeah, you know, definitely be encouraged. That's important. But I'm gonna say this to y'all. You know, I guess my wife, she want me to speak to y'all now. So I'm gonna say this to y'all, and I'm just gonna be real. Stop playing around with your lives, man. Like real talk. Stop playing around with your lives. We all grown. Everybody on this live right now is grown. So I'm gonna tell y'all, stop playing with your lives. What I mean by that, they look at me now. They looking at me like conscious. What I'm playing around my life. I'm serious. I do this and do that. Some of y'all really playing with y'all lives for real. Because first of all, some of y'all on here are already married. Some of y'all on here ain't married, but you're in a relationship. Some of y'all on here are in a regular engagement, trying to get married or take it to the next step. But what I mean by some of y'all playing around with y'all lives, don't look at me like I'm crazy because I'm just being real. Some of y'all are out here playing around. Y'all not taking y'all relationship serious. Y'all not taking y'all marriage serious or none of that. Some of y'all on here have a partner, but you're creeping around. I'm not here to judge nobody. Everybody is different. No human is perfect. Everybody make mistakes. All I'm gonna say to you is, for those who playing around, who's out here cheating on their partner and thinking that there's fun or whatever, for whatever reasons it is, because your partner might not last long in the bedroom, or your partner might not satisfy your needs, or your partner just treat you bad. Whatever your reason is, if you're cheating on your partner, give it to God. Fix it. Because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, when that lust run out, you're gonna lose. And you're gonna be a lonely person. You're gonna wish you never did it. Like I said, God makes somebody for everybody. Some of y'all have already been giving y'all soulmates. Seriously, some of y'all have already been giving y'all soulmates, but y'all threw them away. Y'all threw them away. So y'all out here trying to find somebody to feel that urge. Y'all trying to find somebody to be better than that person. Y'all out here comparing Alfonso to Rico. You know, trying to get Alfonso to be something like Rico. Y'all done went through about 3 or 4 Alfonsos. Men, I'm gonna talk to y'all too. Y'all out here trying to compare Mariah to Stephanie. Y'all done went through about 4 or 5 Stephanies and trying to get another Mariah. Because you done threw away your soulmate. Stop playing around out here, man. If God gives you somebody that loves you, that really cares about you, genuinely rocks with you, can make you more happy than anybody else, do not throw that away for a good time. I don't care who you are, or what your background is, or what you into. Don't throw it away for a good time, because you're going to wish that you never did. It's not worth it, man. A lot of people, we in some trying times right now. We are in some real trying times right now. This world is full of evilness and a whole lot of sin. The world been full of sin since the beginning of time. This is why I'm telling y'all, just like I said on a couple of lives ago, this is exactly why God destroyed the world at one point, because the world was full of darkness. He destroyed it through the water. He said he'll never flood the earth again. But you see, the earth is slowly but surely being destroyed, right? We are in trying times right now. God don't like the way the world is. It's full of sin again, but sin is worse because the devil is getting more and more powerful. And just like God is getting more and more powerful, that's why I ask people, what side of the fence are you going to be on when the war comes? But before the war come, don't you deserve to enjoy your life while you got it? Don't you deserve to enjoy the purpose? Don't you deserve to fulfill your purpose? Yes. So like I said, stop playing around with your lives. If you got a good person at home, appreciate that person. Who cares? Here's the thing. Some of y'all, when y'all first meet somebody, and I'm gonna get deep with it. I'm gonna go a little bit off of the Christian topic here. I'm just gonna talk straight with y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all, because that's what conscious do. Those who know me know I get real sometimes. We're not even gonna talk about this in a godly manner. I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be straight with y'all and keep it clean though. Some of y'all, when y'all first meet y'all partner, or when y'all first meet somebody, they probably look so good. You know, men, I'm gonna talk to y'all. When you first met Mariah, she's probably good looking, real skinny, big booty, this, that, the third. Probably the baddest thing walking, probably the baddest thing smoking. You know what I'm saying? Good personality, kept her hair up and all that. But what you don't realize, man, is that women bodies change every single day. Women go through things. They go through stress. They go through depression. They go through miscarriages. They go through all kind of things. They go through they go through periods. They go through a lot of they endure a whole lot of pain carrying our children. Women go through a lot. So their bodies change every single day. So yeah, Mariah, maybe a year or two now later, she might not be looking as good as she used to. She might have endured some circumstances. Maybe she lost some family members. Maybe she went through this, so she don't think the same or move the same. But guess what? Mariah is still Mariah. She's still smiling. She's still treating you good. She's still cooking you a meal. She's still giving it to you on a regular. But see, you're so lost at the thought of the fact that Mariah don't look the same, that when you out with your boys and you see the big booty and the big titty, you like, good gosh, I got to have it. Because you're being greedy. You got a whole soulmate, a woman who you will never find again, at home, wonderful, but you're willing to throw it away for that big booty and them big tits. And that's that same woman who not gonna be there for you when you get sick, or when your pockets, when you broken you down, ain't gonna even wanna have anything to do with you. If you locked up, ain't even gonna answer your phone call if you cold. Women, let me talk to y'all too. Because I don't choose sides with nobody. I don't believe in picking sides. That's just how solid I am. Let me talk to y'all too. Like I told y'all too busy out here trying to compare Alfonso to Rico. Stop it. Y'all done, when y'all first met this person, when y'all first met Rico, y'all was over here. Rico was the smoothest thing walking, talked to you real good, probably, kept a good haircut, maybe had dreads, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation may be. However he carried himself, probably had a lot of money, whatever the case may be, whatever attracted you to him, it attracted you to him. That's when you first met him, okay? But now Rico, over time, he done changed. Maybe his personality done changed. Maybe Rico done gained a little bit of weight. He no longer works out that much. He's so happy at home because you're feeding him. You're feeding him, constantly feeding him. What you think he gonna do? Men gain weight. We gain weight. So you constantly keep feeding him. You feeding him so good, the man done gotten chubby. Yeah, he go to the gym, but you feeding him so well that it's just hard to keep them abs in. So now Rico, he started gaining, his cheeks is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. He's no longer got the big muscles he had when you met him. Or this and that, the third going on. But the point is, at the end of the day, you done went out and you done met the next guy. And the next guy, he might look a little bit more better. It might be that same type of way. You might be like, you remind me of when I first met him. Or you might be like, yeah, he look good. Ooh, muscles and all that. Ooh, I know he could do this for me and do that for me. Stop it. Rico loyal. He at home waiting on you while you at work. He done gotten off of work already. He done broke his neck to make sure that the bills is paid and all that. He at home waiting on you. He loyal. He holding the household down. He doing whatever needs to be done. He at home waiting on you. On top of Rico waiting on you. He not out chasing women. He ain't out doing all this. You know what I'm saying? He loyal. Always been loyal to you since day one. Don't throw that away for a good time. It's stupid. It's foolish. People in these days, you got to look around you. Look around you. What's the statistics on relationships and marriage right now? You got more people getting divorces than you do keeping marriages. You got people that get married and don't even make it to a year. You got people that get married and don't even make it to 2. You got more divorces than you do marriage. You got people that's been together 15, 20 years getting divorces. Because they worshiping these false prophets or sitting there and allowing what's going on around them and wanting to keep up with the Joneses. Wanting to feel young. Everybody wants to feel excitement. All y'all want to chase is excitement. Stop chasing excitement and chase what's real. Wake up. Y'all sleeping too much. Open your eyes. You only get one life. I'm going to tell y'all, just like I said on a couple lives ago, you only get one life. There's no redos in this. Once it's over, it's over. Stop playing. I don't care who gonna stay on this live. I don't care who gonna leave. I'm being real. You only get one life. You don't get to redo it. Stop playing around with your life. Stop playing around with love. If you got real love, some people never find that. So if you got it, keep it. Don't chase lust. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm so perfect, like I ain't done it myself. I've been there, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I was young, I done chased the women, I done had it all. Like I said, like my wife told you, at one point in time, I was in the streets. I was a hustler. I was thugging. That's my background. That's who I am. I can't change that. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die a hustler because I can't change my past. But am I out here worshiping and preaching the fact that I was a hustler? I'm not out here praising it. I'm not out here telling everybody, yeah, I'm a hustler. I once made all that money. I'm not doing that. All I'm saying is at one point in time, I was in the streets living like that too. Had all the women and all that. Chased the lust. But I learned from that. I'm good. I got a wife. You see look at my finger. I wear my ring faithfully. Hey, I'm good. I'm good with staying at home. Coming home to my wife. My wife, before we got back together, was real skinny. She gained weight. I don't care. She could gain 2. And I told my wife, because sometimes she be telling me, like, honey, do you think I look good? Or she be like, honey, am I gaining too much weight and all that? And I be telling my wife, no, you look beautiful. I don't care if my wife gained 50, 60, 70 pounds. I'm still going to love her. And I tell her that it's real. I told her, I said, her face, her whole face can change. Her whole face can get rearranged right now. They can take the Band-Aids off her face and I'm still going to love her. Because my wife was there for me when nobody else was. I choose to love and not live in lust. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I see women every day. There's big booties out here, I see it all the time. But I'm not getting mixed up and caught up in that for what? Why would I throw away a diamond for a rock? Make it make sense. The same thing apply to y'all women. Why are y'all throwing away a diamond for a rock? Men, why are you throwing away a diamond for a rock? It doesn't make sense. Like I said, when your life is over, you leave this earth, you don't get to push the restart button. You don't. Once you close your eyes, that's it. It's game over. This ain't no video game. This is real life. Y'all need to grow up, man. I'm sorry. I'm just being real. I'm conscious. That's how I do. Some of y'all can even hear me and say, hey, he's trying to help us. And some of y'all can get offended on here, like, who you think he talking to? I don't care. Take it how you want to take it. I'm just being real. I'm just speaking what God putting in my spirit. I'm not a prophet. I get on here and talk to y'all because I want to. I don't have to. This is my wife's channel. She asked me to come and talk to y'all with her today. My wife's not feeling good. I could have told her, no, babe, take a break and take a day off. Just rest today and we ain't doing nothing. And she would have did it. But I got on here with her because she loved y'all so much. She even got on here and talked to y'all a little bit, sick and old. Let me tell y'all something, man. At the end of the day, do not sit here and throw your life away. Don't. Like I said, don't get caught up in greed. And when I say greed, I'm not just talking about your relationships. I'm gonna stir away. And that's how I do. Sometimes I stir away. That's how I realize I am. I don't care who on here and who ain't. Don't let greed destroy your life. And I'm not just talking about relationships. I'm talking about with money. I'm talking about with friendships. I'm talking about with your jobs. Everything. Don't let greed destroy your life. Because if you will allow greed to take you over and you do not keep God first in your life, period, it will swallow you and ruin you. The greed is the devil's work. Greed is the devil's work. Let me tell y'all something. You're like, Constable, what you mean? How you know all that? Let me tell y'all, because I was once that greedy person. When I was in the streets, I made money. I made probably, if I had saved my money, I'd probably be good right now. That's how I made more than enough. You can even, when my wife get back in here, if she get back in here and decide to say one or two words, maybe she'll tell y'all. When I met her, I had plenty of money. Plenty of it. I could have retired off of my money. Most hustlers don't even make it out. I could have retired off my money. I'm not saying I was making like big kingpin dollars or none of that. Nah, but I made more than enough money for an average corner hustler. I was good at what I was doing. Because I was into everything. I was into the wildest stuff. I wasn't just hustling. I was into a little bit of everything. I was all about the money. I made money, and every time I made $1, I needed more. I could have stopped and stopped and stopped, but I just kept wanting more. Just like when I was chasing women. Before I settled down, I kept having sex. I could have just had one woman, but I wanted more and more and more. Again, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Learn from my mistakes. I'm a living testimony. I can't tell y'all something I read out of a book when I talk to y'all. I can't go on the internet and read a quote or and then give it to y'all. That's faking. That's not being real. I can only give what God has given me. That's why God allowed me to live through what I've been through, because I'm here to help somebody else. Do y'all know what I done survived through? I survived through the streets. I survived surgeries. I survived a lot of things that a lot of people don't get to talk about or even get to say that they survived. That's why God had me here to talk to y'all. I'm telling you, learn from my testimony, my mistakes. I was that greedy person at one point. Do not be greedy. Do not. Live your life. But live your life with patience. Live your life with happiness. Live your life with appreciation. Don't be prideful. Babe, answer this question for me before I let you talk to him.
Yeah.
And we wrap this live up. Answer this question for me. For those of y'all who tuned in, my wife had just came back in.
Yes.
When we met, how much money did I have?
A lot of money.
And what did you tell me when I first met you, when you first came over and we started spending time together, and I was trying to impress you and I pulled out all that money? What did you say to me?
I told you stop doing that.
And what else did you say?
I can't remember, but
that you didn't care about the money.
Yeah, I don't care about the money. I always told him I didn't care about the money. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
The money didn't matter to me. Didn't care about that. Cared about his heart so much. It was all about his heart.
And that's exactly why I knew I had a good woman at that time. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Stop chasing greed. When my wife sat there and told me that at that time she was just my girl. Matter of fact, we had been talking for so long on the phone and social media. She ain't believe in meeting in person right away. We had been talking for months and months and months. So when I first saw her, I thought, because I was so used to hood rats and this, that, third, that when I met her, that pouring out the money and trying and being like, oh, what you want? You want to go shopping? You want to do this and that? I thought that was going to impress her, and it didn't. And it didn't phase her one bit. And that's how I knew that she was right for me. That's how I knew that she was God sent, because I had been asking God while I was in those streets and dealing with these women to send me somebody that cared about me, because I hadn't been cared about nobody, barely by my own peoples, my own family. So for God to have sent me somebody like her, I was blessed. I appreciated that. I took that in. And that is exactly why today she's my wife. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Appreciate what you have. Stop throwing away for for a quick time. It's not worth it. Like I said, don't allow greed to destroy your life. I don't care what form or shape of greed it's in. I don't care if it's money. I don't care if it's lust. I don't care if it's something else. Don't allow greed to control your life. Appreciate what you have. Focus on that. If you feel like you're slipping and you start not to appreciate, or you feel like you're getting lost, talk to God. Allow God to guide your footsteps. Because like I said earlier through this live, and like my wife said earlier through this live, nobody knows you better than God. God created you. He made you. He knows when you're going to make a mistake. He knows exactly the severeness of your mistake, and he knows what you can do to fix the mistake, and he will forgive you along the way. But if you don't put God first, then you're just living in sin, and you're just doing more and more damage. And that's not something that you want. And that's not what you want. Look at me. I'm going to say this real quick, and I'm going to get up off here. We getting ready to shut this live down. My wife not feeling good. I need to take care of my wife. But listen to this, though. Look at me. I'm reborn. Reborn. I'm not perfect, all right? I'm still walking. I'm still trying to get my mind right. Still trying to be a better man every day. Still trying to stay out them streets, not go back to them and all that. But I'm doing way better than I used to do. I'm out here, when God speaks to me, talking to y'all. I'm out here trying to set goals and do better things. I'm not in the streets with my boys. I'm not getting mixed up in nothing. I'm doing other things. And the things that I'm doing, I'm able to make money positively doing it. Not negativity. I don't have to hustle. I don't have to do none of that no more. I got a wife that loves me, that don't care if I make $50. She appreciate me the way I am. You know, I don't have to be out here hustling to make money. I could take care of my family without doing that. And even if I was down, we would figure it out together. That's the type of woman that I have that loves me. But the point I'm trying to make to y'all is God made me a reborn person. So my mind is different. The way I move is different. So that's what I mean by when I say God will always have his hands on you. God knows you better than anybody. God took me through all that because he knew there was a bigger purpose for me. God stayed with me because he knew that I was going to make mistakes along this road, but he knew that I could come out in it because, like they say in the Bible, God will never give you more than you can handle. I survived the streets because I was built to go through it and survive and do something bigger and be able to use the life that I went through and use it to have a bigger purpose to help others. And that is what I am doing. Y'all stay blessed. I'm going to let my wife talk to y'all and we out of here.
Yes. Just make sure you do your part. When you do your part, God gonna give you somebody that do this as well. And just keep praying and put God first. And God gonna do the rest. So stay humble, stay blessed. And that's all I can say. Just stay humble, stay blessed. And God, he gonna take care of you. He gonna bring you the right person for you. He know your heart desire. Just be obedient. God, he will do the rest. Just continue to be encouraged and stay in prayer. Pray for yourself. Pray for others. Pray for people that's sick. Just don't just be praying for yourself and just be, Lord, I just need money. I just need a job. I need this. Ask God to touch people that's sick. Touch people that's poor. And watch how you get blessed. You know, I'm a living testimony. I remember when
Yes, you are, baby. You definitely
I
are.
was homeless.
Tell me your story.
You
Yeah.
know, when I was homeless,
They go the chosen one.
you silly.
You
When I
go.
when I was homeless, you know, God used me to encourage people. Yes, I wasn't at my best. I was mad. I was upset with God because I said, God, how can I do anything and I'm not well? You know, y'all gotta realize I was in sin. I was still in sin. I was still doing things that I wanted to do. I was having sex. I wasn't married. And God told me, I'm gonna use you to go out and bless others. And I know you may be like, how can God do that? God can turn your mess around and make it a miracle. God can change your mess around and make you, let me tell you, God can make you wonderful. I don't care what nobody tell you. Oh, she the hoe in this family, mom. She just a slut. She sleep with everybody. She sleep with everybody, man. She ain't the right one. God can use your mess. God can use your mess for something great. So just because you may feel that, okay, you have slept with people around in your family, let me tell you, God can use that as your testimony to bless somebody else's life. So don't feel that your story is disgusted. You know, as a woman, listen, yes, you used to be a stripper, but God can use your mess for something greater. And stop looking down on yourself just because you went through something. Maybe you did it for a season, but God gonna do something greater in you. You know, just look at your past and say, okay, I did this once upon a time, but now I'm not in that same situation. I'm better. I'm stronger. I'm bigger. I'm successful. You gotta speak life in yourself. Y'all gotta stop speaking down in your life. Only way you can be somebody is when you pick yourself up where you have fallen and keep moving. Don't stop and just say, I'm just gonna stay here. I don't care, I'm miserable, I'm sad. No, get up. Make some changes. You see some things you need to work on, get to it. Get down to business. I need to pray more. I need to fast. Have a list. Ain't nothing wrong with a list. I need to pray more. I want to get closer to God. I want to be a better person. I need to change my attitude. I need to work on myself. I need to work on my self-esteem. Do what you need to do to get yourself back together. And God will do the rest. So be humble, stay blessed, stay focused. You have to stay focused. Stay focused on God, and He's going to take care of you. Okay? I love you all. Be encouraged.
Yep. Yep. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. Appreciate y'all for those who tuned in. You know, anytime that y'all tune in, especially when my wife asks me to just come on here and talk to y'all, she don't be feeling good or don't, can't get up the strength to come on here and talk to y'all. Y'all tune in. Y'all listen to me. When I come and talk to y'all, y'all take me in. Y'all don't have to because this ain't my channel. Y'all here for the chosen one. So I appreciate those of y'all who have embraced me into y'all hearts lately. I feel like family to y'all. I just come on here and I just do what God asked me to do. You know, I just speak through Him. You know, I'm like I told you, I'm not a prophet, not a pastor, none of that. But you know, when God speaks through me, I use my testimony. Whatever God asks me to say, I say it. When God say, "Hey, son, I'm pleased with what you've done," when He puts that in my heart, I wrap it up and I get up off here. So all I'm saying is, before I get off here, thank you, y'all. To those 7 or 8 people who are in here, to those who have come on this live, came in here, left, those who've been in the lives when I do it in the morning, afternoon, whatever the case is, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Because y'all do not have to embrace me. Y'all could tell me at any moment, hey, get up off here, or y'all could just leave. But y'all really listen to me talk. Because y'all know when I come and I say the stuff that I say, y'all know what I say is genuine. You know, so thank you again. I am Brother Conscious. Before I go, there's something I want to show y'all. And don't judge me for doing this, but I want to show y'all something. This is what I mean by being a reborn person, and this is what I mean by being reborn and trying to change your ways or trying to change your way of thinking or your mentality. So I hope y'all don't mind me sharing this with y'all. I shared this with my wife this morning. It's not a purpose of promo. I'm not using this as promo, none of that. I'm not about to put down my YouTube. I'm not about to tell y'all how to check me out or none of that. I don't want y'all to do none of that. I just want to share this because this is a genuine thing. I'm really excited about this cover that I made. This this cover just shows y'all that I'm really trying to make a change with myself and I'm going about life differently. So I hope that y'all like what y'all about to see and I'm gonna get up off here, okay? So that's what I just want to show y'all as the cover, and I'm gonna break it down to y'all, and I'm gonna get up off here, if you don't mind. So this is the cover that I made right here. This is my new project I'm working on. It's called Beating All of My Demons. I call it BAD, Beating All My Demons. So as you can see right here, that's me right there. I have the Bible in my hand right here. As you see, this is me in hell. This is, like I said, I went through a lot at the time. I went through the transitional world when I was sick. Sorry about that, y'all. Went through the transitional world when I was sick, and I had a pit stop in hell. So this kind of plays a part in all that. As you can see here, some of y'all might not be able to see it too well, but let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, there we go. As you can see right here in between as well, y'all see the angels right here. This they trying to fight the demons, because this is what I was when I was in a dark place in my life. This is what I was battling, demons every day. So as you see, they fighting the demons. As you see right here, I had the Bible quote. I have a couple Bible quotes that got me through when I was going through some dark times. One of them say, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Philippians 4, chapter 4, verse 13. The other one says, for the Lord God is a sun and a shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will be withheld from through that will effectively, that will what? That will walk uprightly. Excuse me, y'all. And it said, and that is Psalms, 84 verse 11. So I decided to name this project Beating All My Demons, because of the fact that I feel like, excuse me, let me flip this back around. So I decided to name it that because I feel like, I've overcome a lot in my life, and I'm trying to turn over a new leaf and become a better person. Just how, like I said, I've been reborn. My mind frame is different. How I'm carrying myself is different. So when I made that cover, it's almost like God had his hands on me when I made that cover. That's why I say I'm not trying to promote the music. That's not what I'm on here doing right now. I'm talking to y'all about that cover. God had his hands on me when I made that cover, because that explains exactly how I feel and what I've been through and how I've come out on the other side. So I'm blessed, and I'm excited about that cover. I was excited to share that with y'all. Again, I love y'all. Thank you for, inviting me into y'all lives. I hope y'all continue to invite me into y'all lives whenever I come on here. Keep on tuning in when my wife come on here, because she do this for y'all, because she love y'all. Like I said, my wife, she's not feeling well. She came on here and talked to y'all today. She didn't have to. I could have just, talked to y'all today, but she came on here because she love y'all. So thank you for all that y'all do, all the support that y'all continue to give. My wife, she will continue to give y'all, scriptures, continue to talk to y'all on these lives, continue to give y'all content, and we'll continue to be with y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Again, I am Conscious, and this is my wife, the chosen one. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in this morning. So if you haven't tuned into the last live, go tune into the last live. Like, subscribe, whatever you do. We appreciate any type of support, anything type of support that y'all give to my wife, because she love what she do for y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Remember what I said. Do not put greed first. Greed will destroy you. Love, focus, and pace your life. Don't throw away something temporary for something that's permanent. Don't throw away. Don't throw it away. Don't twist around what I'm saying, what you mean. Well, you know exactly what I'm saying. Don't throw away a good thing at home for something that ain't even gonna be worth it. Don't throw away a diamond for a rock.
Amen.
All right? We love y'all. Stay blessed. We off of here. Me and my wife gonna spend time together. I'm gonna go take care of my wife and help her to get better, so she can go ahead and talk to y'all. I'm getting ready to go be with my family for a couple of days. I'm not gonna be able to be with my wife most of the time. So yeah. Hey, before we get up off here, somebody said something. We say you're here. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Y'all take care. Stay blessed. All right. I'm gone.